All right, can I get a quick show of hands for my marshals? Sweet. All right, guys. Everybody go on the sound of the tone, less than 5. Nice, clean first couple of corners there. One lap in, we got Dion up front, followed by Daryl, John, Dustin, Patrick, Chris, and Andrew. Oh no. That's the bad thing about those buggies, you just get wedged up under the wheel. I don't even know who that is. But... Oh, and the 180 again, the first there. Dawson, the 5-pack guy. That's who he's going. Ooh. I see. Daryl Seager's got one of those stadium trucks. I understand those were popular a number of years ago. Alright, so we got 8:30 remaining, guys. 1:30 down, 8:30 remaining. Dion still up front, followed by Daryl, John, Patrick, Chris, Justin, and Joey. Fast lap of this race going out of Dion Olsen with a 36-1. That's substantially quicker than pretty much everyone else on track. Couple of two-wheel drive buggies on. Oh, heads up in the middle there, guys. Heads up in the middle. Couple of two-wheel drive buggies on track. Stadium truck. These things don't quite deal with the war. Put them on the back straight. Thank you. Incoming. That 10 scale around this 8-seal track like you do. And you're not allowed to single anything. Oh, caution in the 5-pack there. That was Daryl Siva having some issues. That was a good dance. That was gorgeous. Sorry, your race director's a little tired after that buggy race. I had to shout for 30 minutes.
Seven minutes left.
So 3 minutes down, 7 to go. We got Dion out front, followed by John, Patrick, Chris, Daryl, Dustin, and Joey. Gap between Dion and John is not that much at all. 0.7 of a second that last time by. This time by 1.3 seconds, so Dion getting a little bit of a gap on John, but not a whole heck of a lot. In third place, we've got Chris Jackman with another stadium truck, Patrick Erickson in the short course truck, and Daryl Siva in the all-blue stadium truck. The buggies and stadium trucks are going to jump a little better, but the short course trucks deal with the uneven surfaces slightly better. It's very interesting to see how these different chassis deal with different things. Oh, Daryl Siba upside down in the 5-pack there.
6 minutes left.
That allows Chris Jackman to get a little bit of a gap on Patrick and Daryl. So your lead pair of cars right now is just going over that back big there into the off camber and down the back straight. Your leader is the black, orange, and white car. Heads up behind you, Dennis. The leaders are coming up. Whoa. Dion makes a mistake in the 5-pack. Almost like John Go. Thank you very much, Dennis. So this is the battle for the lead, coming onto the front straight through the rollers right now into the first hairpin. Dion keeping it tight, not giving John any manner of room to get by. John is right on the back bumper of Dion, though. Single through the berm and up, touching the tip. Oh, no, John misjudging that big air, going off the side. That's the trick of that jump. It's not quite as straight as it looks from the driver's stand, so you got to really know
5 minutes left.
where the landing is. We are halfway through this race. Dion is still out front. Last time by, the gap was 0.2 of a second. This time by, it's 2.4 seconds. Some problems in the 5-pack there for Daryl and Chris. Chris has dropped to 5th after being 3rd overall for a little while. So that bumps Patrick Erickson up to 3rd place. Daryl up to 4th. Fast lap of this race is still Dion Olsen with a 36.1. John with a 38 flat. Patrick with a 39.1. Daryl with a 38.7. And Chris Jackman with a 37.7. Fastest of the buggies, Lance Radke with a 38.6 fast lap. Those things are very, very difficult to get around this track cleanly. They get stuck, stuck under everything. They don't deal too well with uneven surfaces, and they don't deal too well with dust. So kudos to those guys for wheeling these things around as well as they are. 3:45 to go, guys. 3:45 to go. Battle on the track right now is still between Dion and John. The 2 leaders going through the 5-pack right now through the option section, keeping it nice and tight, going through the rollers onto the front straight. Gap this time by is 1.48 seconds. John having a 40-second lap that last time by. Lets Dion get away a little bit. Not too much, though. The real scrap on the track, though, 3-car battle for 3rd place right now between Chris, Patrick, and Daryl. Caution in the option, guys. Caution in the option. Get a car upside down. And
3 minutes left.
Option is clear, guys. So those are your leaders just heading through the option section right now. They'll be coming up on the olive green 2-wheel drive buggy, as well as the red and black short course truck. Very, very shortly here. John Schneider, that last time by, putting in his fastest lap of the race with a 37.6. Taking about a second chunk out of Dion's lead. It's now down to 0.3 of a second. Both those cars heading up over the big air. No mistake this time from either of those guys. Landing clean on the tabletop. And down the back straight into the 5-pack. Double, single. Two-wheel drive trucks are not easy to get around here fast. Oh, caution in the first corner there, guys. Caution in the first corner. We are clear. John putting in another fast lap that time by 37.5. Dion, though, across the stretch that time by with a 37.1, taking that gap to 0.6 of a second. That is the battle on the track right now, though. John made a small mistake, let Dion get a little bit of a gap. If there's any trend here, though, that won't last too long. John has already made most of that time up. Sending it through that 5-pack. Coming up over the option, onto the table, and through the rollers onto the front straight. Made a mistake, only lost about a second on pace. Other battles throughout the field, we've still got that 3-way scrap for 3rd place with Chris Jackman just coming over the line now. Dennis Beck breaking those guys up. But Daryl Siva and Patrick Erickson coming through there. There is a 6-second gap between Chris and Daryl, and only a 1.4-second gap between Daryl and Patrick. Battle for the lead, though, coming down the straight right now into the first corner. Oh, Dion getting it up on the pipe. Dangerously close, standing up on his lid. John smells blood. Single out of the infield, up over the big air. Through the off camber. John making a little bit of a run down that back straight into the step down hairpin. Almost gets alongside him there. Ooh, cases the first double of that 5-pack section. We've got 20 seconds left to go. These two guys are going to have one more lap. 10 seconds left, guys. 10 seconds left. Oh, battle on the track right now. Still between Dion and John. Dion going into the berm hairpin over the double. Nice driving by the back markers, letting those two guys duke it out. That is time on the master clock. When you cross the stripe, you will be done. Chris Jackman, you're done. You can go for a victory lap if you want, though.
Car 7 is done.
Beautiful pass
Car
by
6 is
John
done.
going down the back straight.
Car 2 is done.
Both clear the 5-pack with no problem. Oh, John gets hung up on the pipe. Oh, and Dion flips it over
Car
for
3
a
is
very
done.
anticlimactic end to that battle.
Car 5 is done.
Drives it across the line
Car
to
1
take
is done.
second overall.
Car 11 is done.
Beautiful,
Car 10 is
beautiful
done.
last lap by John. 37 flat, fastest lap of the race. Going fast when it counts.
Car 4 is done. Car 8 is done.
Just waiting on a couple more guys to cross the stripe.
Car 9 is done.
And that is a race, guys. John Schneider taking that one at the last second from Dion and Chris in second and third.